Hey,
Recording in progress, it says.
recording in progress. Yeah, long time no see.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. I'm sure all of our viewers are anxiously awaiting, the next you know,
I suspect that they wake up every morning and run to their computer saying, "Ooh, I hope there's something on there today from the generations."
yeah, I feel so bad, for all of those people out there. But here we are, and today is the special headphones edition of Generations.
Wah, 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 wah.
The headphones edition. Ooh.
All right, I'm going to put on my headphones.
Yeah, you got to have your headphones. So the of course, the idea behind the headphones edition is that certain songs just were meant for headphones. So that's part one. Certain songs that just the way that they were produced, you got to have headphones on to fully appreciate them. But the other kind of okay, what were you going to say?
I was just going to mention that, the channel separation can be more,
Interesting.
Yeah.
But the other thing that occurred to me was, and this connects to other conversations we've had, is that sometimes, you listen to a song a million times and then you listen to it on a different, playback from a different system somewhere, and you hear a different instrument and it's like, what? Like, where'd that instrument come from? Like, I've heard the song 1,000 times, didn't even know that was in there. And
definitely.
So for me, that's another reason that I kind of like the headphones idea, right? It's like you can hear what's going on, like, in a different way. And, you and I both don't have great ears.
I confess to that.
Yeah, I mean, your hearing's way worse than mine. I mean, you're supposed to have hearing aids, yes?
I have tried them before. Wasn't happy with the results, so I quit using them. But yeah, a good hearing aid would probably help.
Yeah, I actually tried a hearing aid once as well, and it wasn't super useful. So kind of got rid of it. Anyway.
They're an excellent idea, and the theory is sound, but somehow it doesn't translate to what I expected.
Well, and it may be whatever particular flavor of hearing issue we have, right? That it's like, isn't, just turning it up doesn't really do it. It's like, at least for me, I know there's certain frequencies that I have a hard time hearing, or if there's a lot of competing sounds.
Exactly.
So it's your fault.
I take full responsibility.
So that's what you're saying. That's what I heard.
I've screwed up so many other things. I might as well take responsibility for that one too.
But now your dad couldn't hear either.
Now he actually had a good excuse. He had he was missing an eardrum, or had a punctured eardrum, or something with one of his eardrums. Kept him out of World War II.
But we've got or I guess my cousin. Is he my cousin? My uncle. Tony, he's got a hearing thing, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's my nephew. Yeah, I think that's your cousin. He's always had hearing problems. He's worn hearing aids for years. Apparently, they help him.
So who knows? Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's a genetic thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, hopefully, with headphones, we will have a richer, more full music experience.
Let's give it a try.
Okay, cool. So the first one, it's low-hanging fruit. It's like, there's no way you're not going to like this song. I know you know the song, but when you think of a headphone song, it's like got to be up there at the top. So should I tell you what it is, or should I just play it?
You choose.
I think I'm just going to play it.
All right.
All right, you ready? Put your headphones on. You got your volume up.
And ready for some low-hanging fruit.
All right, I got my headphones on. All right. Hopefully this works. Hopefully I don't mess up the sound by putting my headphones on. It should work. All right, let's do it.
Definite headphone song.
You need cooling, baby. I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling, way down inside. Honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love.
Frank Sinatra, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man, I haven't listened to that on headphones in a long time.
That's definitely a headphone song. And it fits into what I mentioned in one of our previous videos, that a feature that can make me like a song more is the psychedelic factor, which that has a psychedelic factor to it.
Yeah, and you can imagine that in the context of certain states of consciousness, that that experience might be even more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh, I lost him.
Oh.
He pulled a homer. He just like got up and left. He's like, all right, I'm out of here.
Ooh, had to unplug the headphones at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, love that. Genius, brilliant, so good.
Led Zeppelin, whole lot of love. It wasn't really Frank Sinatra.
It was not-
I was just kidding about that.
so I'm sure that same for you, that's probably been a while since you've listened to that on headphones.
Definitely, yes.
So was there anything that, I mean, aside from the obvious, kind of like wild psychedelic back and forth, kind of cool stuff going on, was there anything else that stood out for you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I really grabbed any new elements, but what did occur to me ties in with something we talked about before with other groups, and that is the talent of the producers that take these different elements and put them all together and add this or take this away or emphasize that part. Then they did a marvelous job on that. Do you have any idea who Led Zeppelin's producers were?
I don't. I should know that.
I don't either, but my hat's off to them.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, aside from the obvious elements there, the other thing that stood out this time was kind of as they're entering that psychedelics part of the song, the bongos, playing bongos, and man, comes through really clear and interesting in headphones. In a way that I'm not sure I've appreciated before.
Good tune. Like you say, it's low hanging fruit. You gotta love it. But listening to old songs in new ways can open up a whole new dimension.
I like your angle.
Now, you didn't always have to have headphones. Back in the day, before boom boxes and compact players and that, you had your separate stereo components, the receiver and the amplifier and the turntable and whatever. And you had big speakers that you set way far apart. With those kind of setups, you could get that stereo effect and the channel separation. But once they came out with these more compact systems, you lose some of that, and headphones bring it back out.
Quadraphonic sound.
Yeah. Ode to headphones.
Yeah, the other thing, talking about sort of the quality of the sound and some of that is, and I didn't realize this until I don't know when it was, a few years ago, when I got a new turntable a few years ago, and started buying some albums and whatever. And it wasn't a great turntable. It was, okay. But it was like the sound was so different. And I read something somewhere that, I don't understand the engineering of it, but there's something about the way that records are made that, you hear a lot more in a record than you do on a CD or a digital recording or whatever. And so it gave me a whole nother appreciation for albums as well.
Can I tell a quick story?
Of course.
Some years ago, Jeff and his family were visiting my house. Jeff and I had to run to the store for something. And when we came back, Jeff's partner apologized to me. She says, I hope you don't mind. She said, I had to pull out one of your albums. Because at that time I had a turntable and I had piles of albums. And my granddaughter was there, of course. I don't know how old she was at that point, 12 years old or something. But anyway, your partner says, I hope you don't mind. I had to pull out one of your albums and play it for Morgan because she didn't know what that was. Didn't know what an album was. That's one of the times when I started feeling old, when my grandkid didn't know what an album was.
Yeah.
And now they're coming back.
Now they're coming back. I need to figure out a way to set up my new house doesn't have a good place to set something like that up. And I got to figure something out. I started, kind of recollecting again. And then, I'm trying to think of what my first albums were. I had a handful of albums back when I was pretty young. I mean, it was like when 8-tracks were still, kind of like newish technology, right? I know I had a couple of Kiss albums, and I had a Boston album, and Aerosmith. I think Grandma bought me an Elvis album.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that got much action, but I appreciate the effort.
I'm not a huge Elvis fan, but he had some good stuff.
Yeah, well, it wasn't quite my gig, but yeah. Okay, cool. So I don't even know if we need to rate that. I mean, do we need to rate that?
I don't think so. It's obviously going to be above a 9 for both of us, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about as close to a 10 as you're going to get, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good. So fair enough. Excellent. If you've never listened to that song on headphones, in fact, we should have said this at the beginning, put your headphones on, play along. It's different. And if you don't have like good headphones, go buy some. It's worth it. It's different than earbuds. It's not the same thing.
I concur.
Excellent.
You can maybe have our producer and editor Vess put in a thing at the beginning saying, put on your headphones or whatever. Speaking of which, we can't get away without giving our credits. Producer and editor Vess, technical supervisor Vess, air quality controller Carmen Dioxide, episode preparation supervisor Rush Inuit, language editor Kirsten Hollard, and our motivation coach Turner Luce. Thanks to all our helpers.
Thanks to all of our helpers and would-be sponsors.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Wrap that up. And but stay tuned. We've got more headphone edition coming up.
All right.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.